Incredibly tragic story here. We have learned new information that the 33-year-old social media model was strangled to death. That's according to the Fort Bend County Medical Examiner's Office. And police are also now trying to figure out a timeline of when this all may have happened, and also shared with us that they have not seen any signs of forced entry to the apartment.
So no signs of forced entry. That doesn't mean that she knew the guy. I'll tell you how. He could have been posing as a worker in the building. That's why I think he didn't raise any alarms while he was around the building. It's always, in my apartment building, there was always a bunch of doozers. That's what my wife called them. She called them doozers. Because they just painting, because when you move out of an apartment, they have to go in, paint, they have to go in, maybe even pull up the rug and relay the rug. They gotta, they may have to patch up the drywall. So in a building where you have a lot of turnover, there's always little doozers just milling around or working. It's nothing to see them. So we don't know if the lack of forced entry means that she knew this guy. But she could have. And I just, like I did in the previous video I did on this, when you're making $20,000 a post on Instagram, just to take a picture and post it to IG and like put a little saying with some business's link in your comment, and you make $20,000, $40,000, $50,000. I just don't understand why these girls are still like taking rando tricks and turning. At some point, they need a guy to get in their life and with proper guidance. That's why I spoke on this the other day, because when I was, doing my little thing back in the day, there was none of this. This was when Craigslist first started. Even before Craigslist. But to find a girl that has a lick like that, a score like that, where she just, post videos and make $20,000. I mean, post pictures and make $20,000. Sponsored posts, that's what they call them. At that point, if you the man in her life, you like, all right, baby, we going straight, man. Even if you pimping Ken, man, we going straight, man. We going fully legal now, baby. So that's why I just keep finding it hard to believe that she was out here turning, randos, having randos and come see her. I don't want to believe it, but it's definitely possible.
The details still murky as to what led up to the horrific murder of 33-year-old Janae Gagnier, known as Miss Mercedes Morr on social media, with a following of 2.6 million.
We want to find out why her, why him.
The body of the woman was discovered Sunday afternoon inside her apartment at the Cortland Sugarland complex. According to the medical examiner, she died of strangulation and traumatic concussion in what police are investigating as a murder-suicide. A second body also found. Richmond police say it belongs to this man, 34-year-old Kevin Accordo, who died by suicide caused by multiple sharp force trauma.
We found her in her apartment doing a welfare check. People haven't heard from her in a couple days.
It was the woman's family that called police asking for a welfare check on Sunday. Gagnier's father was with officers when they made the gruesome discovery.
People were asking about the relationship between her and the suspect. And at this time, we are doing some investigating on social media to determine if there is an exact cause.
And investigators would not share with us whether or not anything was taken from inside of this woman's apartment. And they also tell us that the last known address for the suspect in this case is out of Florida.
Now, the family of an Instagram model who was killed in an apparent murder-suicide is now speaking out. We first told you about the death of Miss Mercedes Morr yesterday.
Authorities say her body was found in her apartment in Fort Bend County, along with the body of a man who killed her on Sunday. And now her family has come forward to share their heartbreak as they search for answers following this disturbing discovery. KPRC 2's Jacob Rascone live in Richmond tonight with the new details. Jacob?
The family says they hadn't heard from her for a couple days, so they showed up here to the apartment complex. When no one answered when the dad knocked, he kicked the door in and said he found his daughter there on the floor, already deceased, and her killer upstairs with a knife in him, still alive.
Oh my God, like, oh my God. So the dad kicks in the door. So now that doesn't mean that this is a conspiracy, because we first heard that it was a welfare check. This girl ain't nobody, ain't no conspiracy, ain't Illuminati, ain't got to get involved with this. We don't need to go there. But if y'all want to say something's fishy, fine. She's dead. She's strangled to death. The guy's still alive upstairs. Did Dad finish him off? This is just crazy. This is bananas. And they don't know when this happened. Did he kill her, and was he like in the house just, fapping? Oh, you know what I'm saying? Getting his fap on. And then he killed himself. I don't know what happened. This is just strange, but my heart goes out to the father, man.
To her parents and other family and friends, 33-year-old Janae Gagne was so much more than an Instagram model.
She was special. Just like she had a few million followers, that's all fine and good. But she was a person, and we miss her a lot.
Searching us out to get the facts. Janae was loved, funny, goofy, crazy as hell. I know, and I shouldn't say that about my daughter, but that's my daughter.
Okay, so she was crazy as hell. And I mean, I'm sure he's not trying to tarnish her reputation, but she just may have been crazy. Like, may have been a hallmark of her personality, of her character. Which does make you think, like, was she still out here tricking while making $20,000, $30,000 a Instagram post? Is she still out here dating? Doing strange things for some change? I don't know, man.
Searching us out to get the facts. Janae was loved, funny, goofy, crazy as hell. I know, and I shouldn't say that about my daughter, but that's my daughter.
2.6 million followers on Instagram knew her as Mercedes Morr. What happened on Sunday was the family's worst nightmare. Attacked, they say, by a stalker.
How this guy found her, I don't know, but me walking in and finding my daughter and finding him committing suicide was just something that a parent should never bear.
She's very cautious about her surroundings. Unfortunately, someone basically was stalking and killed my baby.
Police say Kevin Accordo lived in Florida and did not know Janae. His only criminal record, traffic violations.
Now this guy's in his 30s and all he has is traffic violations. That's very hard to do if you're a criminal. I know you might meet the weirdo, and I was smart, man. That's why I ain't got no, man. If you out there and you doing your thing, you getting caught. You getting arrested. You gonna have some charges, period. I was smart, man. Nah. It don't work like that. So for this guy to have nothing but traffic offenses, that makes me think like this isn't a criminal, man. This is like a weirdo. Like it might be like they say, like a stalker, like an incel. You know? Maybe what we have on our hands is an incel.
It does hurt as a parent to know you're bearing your child before, you pass away.
Feeling as a father that you can't protect your daughter and something happens like this?
Janae was just a light, to be honest, and not just outside of the home, but she was very protective of me, protective of her dad, and she just was always the sweetest thing.
Exactly how the suspect got here from Florida, got in the house, found her, all of that we still do not know. We watched the family remove her belongings from the home today, and they're currently making funeral arrangements. Live in Richmond, I'm Jacob Brasco, KPRC 2 News.